welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Vanessa and I'm from Beyond Your Sun Sign. This is your weekly tarot card reading for October 20th to October 27th. And if you're joining us on the 20th, wish me a happy birthday. All right, so all you have to do is think of a number between 1 and 3, 1, 2, or 3. If you chose number 1, this week we have the Page of Wands. A message is coming in. I love getting the Page of Wands because I think that we get a lot of messages all the time, every day. Think about it. Somebody messages you on Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp, literally a million times a day. So I like when the card says, hold on a second, within all of the craziness of the messages you receive, this week specifically, October 20th to October 27th, is going to be where you really need to look out for a message, a specific message. And I'm seeing like something was stirring of a pot. So I think sometimes when we think about a message coming in, we think it has to be, oh, a cardinal just landed on my nose. Sometimes the message is very, very clear where it doesn't have to be symbolic. So for example, having a dream that says your coworker is hiding something from you, you should probably just be skeptical of that coworker instead of being like, oh, it's symbolic, right? Although things are symbolic, it depends on how you are. The universe only mirrors back. So the universe to me is a bitch because I can be kind of bitchy. The universe can be kind of like aggro or whatever, like really like aggressive sometimes because my Mars is in Aries in the second house. Like I can be super aggressive sometimes, right? The universe can also be a friggin' jokester because I'm a friggin' jokester. So how does the universe show up for you? I'll give you another example. I have one client who is a Scorpio, like through and through. There's like 5, like a Scorpio stellium. And what this client ends up seeing a lot of is spiders. And that ends up being a sign for her because when she thinks about who she is, she recognizes that she has a web around her, that she doesn't have to force anything. She sits and allows things to come to her web and then she decides whether or not to devour them. And it's an incredible thing to witness. So how do you show up in your life? Look at how you treat your family and friends and then see how the universe shows up for you. Maybe it's not about seeing repeating numbers. Maybe it's about seeing your birthday or your birth time. Maybe it's about seeing your name somewhere. For me, my name means butterfly, and for some reason, blue really resonated with me. So it's whenever I see a blue butterfly specifically, I know it's a sign for me, right? So you're going to be receiving messages this week, October 20th to the 27th, but it has to be on you to decide what that message is. And it's something that is stirring the pot. So it may not be some symbolic thing. It could be somebody stirring up drama. You know, somebody triggered me the other day by just saying, they said shame when it comes to mom. And I just snapped. I had never known that I had that trigger. So I was able to get the message that something like I must have motherhood shame or something like that I need to work through because of a drama that somebody else brought to me. So it wasn't some positive angel came with the finger of God to be like, you have motherhood shame. It was me realizing I have no control over my faculties right now. Not my faculties, my emotions right now. But yeah, like I was shitting bricks like of anger. Like I had no control and I realized, okay, that is a trigger that makes me go off. So I need to figure out what's going on there. Like there was another card that popped out after and I wanted to know like what the message was regarding. And it is the Two of Swords. So it is about having to make a decision right now. You've actually been on the fence quite a bit. And the reason why you've been on the fence is because the world that you're on right now, you can handle it. Yeah, it's not big. Like you're basically like this person. You're able to put one toe on it. You're able to put one toe on your world, so it's not massive. But unfortunately, if you were to make that decision based on the message that you receive, if you were to then make a decision, your world would get a whole lot bigger. So for example, through the drama of me realizing I have motherhood shame, my world got a whole lot bigger because I then made the active decision to go reach out to every woman I'm connected with and ask them, do you also carry this motherhood shame? Did I bring this into my awareness through you? And the answer was unequivocally yes. Yes, of course I have that shame, of course. And it shows up in all these different variations. So this week you have an opportunity to recognize that the stir of the pot is a message allowing you to make a decision that will widen your world, because yes, you have a world, which is great and you're blessed, but it's actually only containing just a portion of you when you really have the container. Now that I realize I don't need to be holding on to this, motherhood and shame should not even exist in the same sentence. As soon as you're a mom, like, are you kidding me? Motherhood and shame should not even exist in the same sentence, because moms are amazing, right? Goddesses, right? Being able to open the portal and bring life into this world. There should be no shame whatsoever attached to that at all. So realizing that has opened up my world, because I was living within the container of the motherhood shame of my mom having me at 19 and everybody wanting her to get rid of me. My grandma, being a single mom, and you just see it perpetuated in every area of your life. No, just because of that awareness of it. So look around. What is the common thread in your life, in your relationships, in your clients? There may be something there that you think is normal. Oh my God, everybody has motherhood. Every mom has motherhood shame. No. Everybody has addiction issues. Everybody has this. No. That's your awareness that's bringing that energy in. So find the common thread, and this week you'll be able to at least explore it. I'm not saying to go deep dive, but you can at least explore it and be like, okay, all right. If you chose card number 2, we have the Death card, and this was face down, meaning that you are aware of it, but you don't want to acknowledge it. Your time has run out when it comes to not honoring this new transformation that you're under. You are simply not the same person, and you keep being forced back into that old role, and it's actually despicable, and it's wrong. It's despicable and wrong, because everybody around you can recognize and they can see very clearly that you're not the same person. So why do they keep trapping you in the past? And I'm talking past. It's wrong what they're doing, and it's a red flag that has to be acknowledged. Find the line in the sand that says, okay, as of this day, let's do all the work to pull this up from the past that this person cannot get over. Let's pull it up to the surface. Let's look at it so that we can finally dead it once and for all. And once we dead it once and for all, none of us are allowed to go back to that time, because we don't do that. After people pass, I was just talking to my Sag friend who said she got lucky. She's like, my mom passed away when I was so young that she's a saint. People only see her as this amazing, she's a saint, right? She's like, I got lucky in that aspect. I didn't live long enough to see my mom turn into a human in front of me. So she ends up being able to maintain this illusion of sainthood, right? It's not fair for the people in your life to keep you trapped either as saint or sinner in your past, when here you are, a completely different person. So this week, you're going to see that very clearly. The people that trap you back and the people that elevate you forward. And sometimes it's not what you think. Sometimes it's running into, an old college friend, and she's asking me how I know her husband. And I'm like, oh, like sweating. I don't remember, right? Sometimes it's situations like that where we keep ourselves in the past, being like, well, I know that was a hard time in my life, but and then the judgment comes. We can clear that. Maybe it is about moving away, but I personally believe that you're not going to run into people, even if you live side by side, you're not going to run into the people that you don't need to see, right? Sometimes it's just not part of your awareness, but when it is, it's an opportunity to really explore. Okay, if you chose card number 2, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is face down, and face down means that you're pushing it down in your subconscious. Why is there a need to push down this energy of wanting to support and provide for your family? That is something that you're pushing down on. I don't know if it's an energetic thing. I don't know if it's a literal thing. I don't know if it's an insecure thing or a worthiness thing. All I know is that lately I know about I think I'm going on 5 Capricorn sun or risings that are being basically gifted businesses right now. Businesses, opportunities, and a lot of the Capricorn energy I've been talking to, it's almost like they don't feel worthy of it, where I'm like, but for the last 15 years, while Saturn was crushing, or when Saturn and Pluto were crushing us, this is our reward. When Pluto was in Capricorn, this is us finally being rewarded for the 15 years of hard work. So where is it that you feel that you need to push down this need to securely provide for your family and for future generations and for the past? This week is an opportunity. October 20th to October 27th is an opportunity to really dive deep into the 10 of Pentacles, which is family security, creating generational wealth, making decisions now that may not seem big. Like, for example, I'm about to incorporate Beyond Your Sun Sign. It's a $300 charge for me, but in hindsight, or not even in hindsight, but in foresight, this could be the asset that my daughters then sell in order to start their lives. You know what I mean? So it may seem small now, where it's like, hold on, I'm just going to push it down. I'm not going to really look at it because I don't need to do it now because, it's just a small business. I've only been doing this for 7 years. No, do it now and it will create generational wealth, but you are worthy of doing a small act now in order to create that wealth in the future. All right. I hope you have an amazing week. And as always, if you would like a personalized reading, my information is linked below. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.